Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Sweets the Queen. So this is, a video I said in my Jimmy Smacks video I was gonna come back and do. I meant to come back sooner. I hope y'all can hear me. Let me see. I meant to come back sooner, but earlier, when during the day, like the lighting is terrible. Like the light be working against each other, the sunlight and the other light. So I had to come back and record this. I'm gonna premiere this so we could, talk about it. Um let's before we get into that, let's get into this, just
Every night. Shit ain't been the same since I died. Lady Kim, the first rap bitch to shake up the charts. Act like I ain't the leader of this million bitch march. Who got y'all rocking the Prada, the Gucci, Dior, Chanel, Versace, and Louis? Please, I'm the reason this rap game is unisex. I'm the reason bitches want bigger breasts. Show some respect where respect is due. Without who? Without me, there be no you.
heard. Um okay, so disclaimer. Um I might, upset a few people, make sure y'all listen to everything that has to be said, before y'all start, the angry typing and all the name calling, victim shamer and all this other stuff. Save all of that. Just listen to everything. And two, like I've been said, over and over again, channels for 18 and over, adults only, okay? Because sometimes a curse five might slip out. That's just, when I'm talking and passionate and stuff, that it just comes out like that. So, okay, I wrote some notes, because it's very important. I didn't want to miss nothing. Okay. Um. Okay. This whole I'm tired of y'all with this. Like y'all basically be helping the laws and break the law. Like like when y'all. That's why I made sure I titled this like innocent until proven guilty. Like I feel like people forgot what that freaking means. Like you know what I'm saying? Um. Now let's go back. So Sabrina, I guess she comes out on her Instagram post or whatever. She comes out on her Instagram post and she says that Tia put a gun to her head or whatever. Okay. First of all, why when did this happen? Like why are you just now telling the world that Tia put a gun to your head? That's number one. Number two, why would you have your children around this man? Now, I'm not going to say he didn't put the gun to her head, but I feel like he put the gun to her head because, like she said, she was beating somebody's AWS, and like he said, and when he came out in his little 8-minute video addressing the situation, he addressed that too. I don't know if people caught it, but he said, I wouldn't treat a woman like how I would treat a threat. So basically, in that instance, homegirl Sabrina was a threat, and that's why she got the gun put to her head. She was doing something to somebody else. And I feel like Sabrina knew that. She knows she was in the wrong. She knows she like was wilding out. And that's why she continued to be friends with them and continue to bring her children around them, because somebody that you feel like is an abuser or something, like I don't like you don't bring your children around them. Either you're a fucked up mother or like you have no common sense or something. Like if you really feel like somebody is a threat, you do not bring your children around them. So I feel like yeah. Um in her post now, when she came out in her post, she came out with some whole women like, because he put a gun to your head, like he didn't touch you or rape you or whatever. So when she came out with her Instagram post and she put black women or being raped or something to that nature, and I feel like this is the people trying to play on black people emotions, and this is how they get y'all. They play on your emotions to push their narrative, to push their story. Then then all of a sudden Sabrina becomes the patriarch or matriarch, however you say that. All these women start just automatically hitting her up in her DMs, saying with all these TIandTiny stories. Come on, come on. Like, okay, my whole thing is, where's the the police reports? Like, you can repeat a story, like you can hear a story and repeat it, over and over. But where's the if you really felt like somebody did something to you, or you was victimized, or you was taken advantage of, why not go and get like a police report, you know tell somebody, like, a rape kit, you know I wanted to talk about that too. Like, I don't know if people know, but rape kits are kept for 50 years. Rape kits are kept for either 50 years or whatever the statute of limitations is for that state, or whatever, whichever is longer. They will keep your rape kit. Like, you have to go get one. Like, you can't be upset that people is like wondering, like, well, if you were raped or if you were this, like, why didn't you take the proper measures to, like, see that your case would be put in the right hands, solved, whatever. Now, moving on to Tiny, I feel like Tiny's the wife. When you're married, you kind of like one, you become one with your husband. So I feel like she's just kind of, I mean, yeah, she definitely participated in the threesomes and things like that. But I'm just saying, as far as this whole, what I'm getting to, as far as like, the takedown aspect of it all, she's just the wife of the person that they're after, type shit. So she's not, and I feel like that's why, when T.I. came out, like, y'all got my wife in this, people talking about her looks and so other stuff. People just be doing too much. Like, and then when T.I. was saying, like, my beautiful wife, like, beautiful can be inside and out. Like, she can be sweet, nice, kind. Like, that's all beautiful. Like, people just be so shallow. It's too much for me. Um, like, when he came out in his video, he admitted to everything. He said, "Listen, what me and my wife do rooms with consenting adults. You know, they people know what me and my wife do. Like, as far as the drugs, I ain't never sex traffic. I'm pretty sure he was admitting when he was like, I ain't never sex traffic, no sex traffic. He was talking about the drugs and the guns. He's trafficked before, but not no sex. You know, um, and it's just like, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to see, trying to make sure. Like I said, I'll break everything down. Now, I feel like, oh yeah, like, when people read, okay, shout out to the bro Hot Shot Radio. Y'all make sure y'all go check him out. Um, like last night on his live, because I was mentioning the Hyman thing. I feel like the Hyman thing with his daughter was blown out of proportion. Um, but Hotshot has said something about, he said to me, he was like, oh, it's okay to be a fan of somebody or whatever, but you can't like ignore, like, or something of that nature. And to me, it's not about being a fan. It's about taking a step back and like looking at the situation. Like, yes, you want to take a woman's word for what it is. Like, you have to sit back and think that sometimes it's not always like that. um as far as like, I feel like, okay, like these women, like I said, like, they case is being picked up by Lisa Bloom, I guess. And it's just like, what is y'all coming with? Like, are y'all coming with like police reports, rape kits? Like, what are y'all gonna like? Are y'all just coming with a story? Like, that's my whole thing, and it's just like, okay, let's go into the like I said, Ti. He's doing a lot in Atlanta. Like, he's running with the mayor of Atlanta and all this other stuff. Um, and like I can see in the thumbnail, Bill Cosby, he was about to buy um into a network or buy a network or something like that, and R. Kelly was going after his masters, something when his allegations resurfaced. Um, people don't. It's like I just want people, and it's not even just about black people. I'm not even gonna keep it just to black people's Americans, like in general. Like, y'all have to like the media is not giving y'all like they giving y'all the information that they want to you know and I'm make sure that as far as like the R. Kelly and the Bill Cosby stuff, I'm gonna put some links down in the description so y'all can go, yeah, so y'all can go look at receipts yourself. Other channels that's dedicated to showing these type of receipts. Um, Young Pharaoh, he did a whole breakdown like 2 years ago about the whole Bill Cosby situation. So I can put that direct y'all, to receipts to back up what I'm saying. Um, like I feel like they use this whole like this victim mentality. Like a lot of people have a victim mentality. Like it's like always like poor me. Like like somebody always did something to me. Like it's never my fault. It's always somebody else's fault. And they play on that. They play on that type of like as far as like I said, it's no secret that Teeny, oh my god, Ti and Tiny dabble in drugs and threesomes. So it's not hard to believe when some accusations come up about threesomes and drugs. Um, everybody heard about the story about R. Kelly and Leah, in the videotape. So it's not hard to believe some years later that some victims like these are the type of things that they'll do when I feel, and a lot of people just not, I feel like they're just not getting it, not waking up to it, that yeah, when a black man is has some type of influence or power, is that's not um a liked thing amongst the higher ups, I guess. Somebody that is for the betterment of their community or want to see black people doing better. And say what you want about Ti, but he has the influence in Atlanta, and he does his he be on his trying to bring people from the streets type of expeditiously and all that. He's trying to wake people up a little bit in a sense, and I feel like those are the type of things that they don't want us to be and see. And hold on real quick. Let me just skim my notes real quick. I don't want to. Okay, I don't know what I was trying to. Okay, here we go. My bad. So yeah, I just wanted to, cause I didn't want to have my people all with my glasses on, y'all. Oh, cause I wanted to like go over get a closer look at my notes real quick so I could like I feel like you know yeah, like okay, I basically touched on a lot of okay. Let's get into the like rape apologist, victim shamer thing. I think I'm gonna have another separate video, like victim shaming versus victim questioning, because I feel like people get them mixed up. Um. Oh yes, quick, Shakana, girl. Shakana shouldn't have said nothing, or if she was gonna say something, she shouldn't have came back crying and backpedaling and pussy popping in my lovely T voice. Like she shouldn't have came back doing all of that. Like you should have stood by what the fuck you said. Girl, Sabrina, you was out there getting girls. She never said young girls, and that's what people was getting. Oh, Shakana told on them. Shakana spilled the beans. Shakana just said that the girl Sabrina was getting girls to them. She never said it was teenage girls. She never said. She also said it was getting the hoes. She said a lot of. She never said teenage girls, little girls. She never said that. It's like so people took girls as little girls or teenagers or something like that. Like, and I'm like, girl, like she came back crying, doing all this other stuff. She should have. Well, damn. She shouldn't have did all of that. Like, you should have stood by what you said or didn't come back crying. But I don't feel like she incriminated them or made things worse, like how people was trying to say, because she just said that girl, you was out there getting the girls for them, like you was sleeping with them. You know what type of girls they like. So that's how I took that. But a lot of people took that as, oh, Shakana told on them. I don't think so. Um, let's go into like, and this is, I'm telling you, this is gonna get out of hand a little bit. That probably gonna be like, girl, where's you going with this, sweets? Where's you going with this? But okay, like I feel like like I said, I feel like the media plays on like people emotions. They'll they know people has been victims back in the day, or like um things like that. But at the end of the day, all of these ladies are accusers. Like until they get into the court of law, like I said, evidence is presented and things of that nature, that's when they will be considered victims. They're accusers right now. And I just feel like people don't, like, they're not getting that. Like, it's just like automatic. Oh, we believe them, condemn TIandTiny, put them in jail, all this, other crazy stuff. And it's just like, can a case be brought up first? Can like, somebody go to a courtroom and get a case brought up first? Um, And like I said, like what they do, this is what they do first. They mess with your money. Now they talking about TIandTiny family hustle is suspended. Now I'm pretty sure TIandTiny have more money income than that, than the show. But at the same time, like that's where they start. Like and the reason why I'm referencing, well, because I want to show y'all the pattern between like T.I., R. Kelly, and Bill Cosby. Like you see how once Bill Cosby was about to buy the network and all that, here comes all of a sudden these 30 accusers, and then it went down to 15, and then there's only one now. I think it's only one lady that they had proof. Like I said, link down below. It's gonna be down below. Um, he went to jail. Mute R. Kelly. Mute R. Kelly is the same thing as this TIandTiny show canceled. They gonna cut off their money first, so they're like their defenses is down. So when it comes time to defend themselves, they can't because they don't have no money. They don't have no funds. Like I'm telling y'all, like you have to pay attention to how stuff be going down. Like let the stuff go to court first. Let it get there. Like why are y'all condemning these people before they even get there? Like even with the R. Kelly case, I'm sorry to keep bringing it up, but it's just so similar. Like they had him in jail. They've had him in jail for 2 years. Y'all got all these tapes, all this evidence. Why is it taking so long to do what y'all got to do? What happened was they wanted him to take a plea. For me, I don't know if I'm going to upset people with this. Like for me, I feel like innocent people don't take pleas. I'm not taking no plea. If I didn't do something, I'm not taking no plea. We gonna go. We gonna tough this out. Take it to all types of trial. I don't care if I have to end up defending myself. If I know I didn't do something, I'm not taking no plea. Innocent people don't take pleas to me, and I feel like that's how a lot of people have gotten caught up. And it's how innocent people got caught up in the system because it's just like, damn, they got scared. The people use that time to scare them, knowing they have no evidence, no nothing. And they're like, okay, yeah, I'll take the 2 years, I'll take the 5 years, I'll take I'll just take it so they won't have to. I'm going to trial. We could go, I don't got no lawyer. The public defender stupid or whatever. I got this myself. I do whatever. Like I'm not pleading out if I know I didn't do something. Taking a plea is basically an admission of guilt. And it is what it is to me. Like, sorry for, any innocent people that's out there in jail and all that, but you shouldn't have took that plea. Don't take the plea. Not, that's all I got to say. With as far as like, and now I'm gonna go into we still on TIandTiny, but I just want to take y'all. I just want to, point y'all to into something. I just want to take y'all on like on a little thinking journey. Now I feel like it's either two ways that celebrities, I feel like they get too big. They get too big for their britches. That's what they call it. They britches. They get too big and they get uncontrollable. Like Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, um Nipsey Hussle wasn't really that big, but I'm gonna show y'all how he ties into this. Well, he was big, like where he. I'm not gonna disrespect. Sorry, I'm not gonna disrespect, but I didn't really know about him till he passed. So I'm just being honest. Um, like Michael Jackson, for instance. You see, like I feel like if it was a white doctor that killed Michael Jackson, um, black people would have never let it go. Sometimes they will get, one of your people, because and this is how even back to how the slave masters was able to get us, all of us, because it was some of our own people that was doing stuff, and this is what I'm trying to bring back to with this emotional manipulation that the media is using to try to get everybody to turn on these people before they even are proven guilty is equivalent to black people turning in other black people to the slave master back in the day. It's deep. Yeah, I probably don't want to think about it, but you know, if it was so they have to get somebody of your own to get you. So like I feel like with Nipsey Hussle, his killer was black as well. Um, because if it was the police or something, black people wouldn't have let it go. They would have dug and dug and dug. If it was a white doctor that killed Michael Jackson, black people would have dug and dug and dug. They would have never let it go. So they have to, put the black face on to, take the fall for, I'm pretty sure you're probably like, oh, this girl's, but it's all right. It's all right. Queen Sweet's perspective. Um, so they have to have a black person take the fall because they know if it was something else, black people would not let it go and they would dig and dig and dig forever until they found out the real tea of what happened. Um, and also too, I want to express that it's not just all um black celebrities. I feel like and just this is just all the time. I had not researched this. It was just something that I felt in my you know but yeah, anyway, first of all, I'm sorry, let's jump back to Whitney real quick. The overdoses and things. That's do stuff like that, overdoses and suicides, and that's why I was gonna go into Robin Williams. I don't think Robin Williams hung himself. That's just like I said, I have not researched it, really looked into it, but it's just something about it's just no. Robin Williams didn't kill himself for me. But it's just people, like I said, people that they feel like are untouchable, that they can't control, that you know is out of it's out of your hands, it's out of their hands. Like they try to come for your money first. Like once that don't work, they try to get the stigma on you, or a sex charge, a pedophile charge. Because once the stigma's on you, it's always there. This is how they was able to, all people talk about now. R. Kelly's been in jail for 2 years. People still talk about Aaliyah. Aaliyah's not here to defend herself or anything, but people still bring her up. That's the only proof that y'all have, really. Like from 1994, really, like nothing else in between. People, that's all people. Well, he married Aaliyah, so all this, it's like everything goes out the window because they feel like that Aaliyah thing was concrete. So that's who he is. That's just how with the threesomes and pills. They know TIandTiny partake in this stuff. So it's not far fetched to, oh yeah, like some of these girls were underage. Some of these girls were kind of passed out. First of all, it's not a crime. Because if TIandTiny is on drugs and the girls are on drugs now if TIandTiny turn around and say, well, they drugged us. The girls drugged us. Like everybody's high. Like everybody's on drugs. Like being high and fucking is not a crime. Like with this in 20 years, they're gonna be talking about, oh, if you pass the blunt to somebody, you drugged them. Like this is where this is going. Like, it's like it's just don't get me wrong. I mean, you know, the drugs is illegal. So and that's probably, if anything, they'll probably get him down. Okay, y'all had the threesome with drugs there. They'll probably try to get him locked up for drugs or something next. I'm telling you, I said it here first. Queen C's perspective. They'll probably try to get him on some freaking. Okay, so okay, everybody was um high and thing, but where did you get the drugs from? Yeah, where did you get the drugs from? Just like they got R. Kelly with the, oh, when he went to ask permission to leave. Then they got him on child support. They'll try to keep you, coming back for little shit because they don't really have nothing. So, you know, yeah, T.I., where did you get those drugs from? Yeah, okay, so you said that's probably where they're going with this. After, when they can't get nothing on this, oh, so where did you get the drugs from? Mark my words. Um, and also too, I'm sorry, I forgot to say when I was talking about the Nipsey thing. Even that white cop that shot that man Botham Jean, I think his name was, the neighbor that told on her, the black guy, he's dead too. Like y'all gotta pay attention. Like it's just like I'm telling y'all, like they basically still on that slave same shit. Y'all make sure y'all go check out that Danny Lee colorism video because I talked about some stuff. They make sure they got us still on that same slave mentality shit. You know, using us against each other, and it's just like it's working because like I said, and this is not to take anything away from real victims. Like I've been a victim. Like, and it's just, it, do I want to get into that right now? I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna get into it right now only because this is how my personal story ties into this. Because people always say, you know, oh, it's always victims that no, because that's not always true. Because some victims like see through. I was a victim, so I know how a victim would move. Like, you know what I'm saying? That if anything, that's how it should go. I was a victim, so I know. Like I said, where I was victimized at as a child, my kids have never stepped foot in there. Never, ever, ever stepped foot in there. And after my incident was over, my mother never had me step foot in there, like in the vicinity of where it happened or around that person. When you don't bring your child to around somebody that abused you. Same with Lisa Van Allen bringing her child back to R. Kelly's house after he so-called abused her. Y'all don't. It's like the little things that y'all have to pay attention to and look for. Like it's the little stuff. My kids have never stepped foot in there. Never stepped foot just so they won't be around that person. And for me, when I was a child, I've never been touched by a grown man. Never been touched by a grown man before. It was a teenager that molested me. It was a teenager, like somebody that was just like a couple years older than I was, like a good 5 years, that was still a teenager that did what they did to me. So that's why this whole all teenagers are victims, all teenagers don't know any better. That shit don't fly with me. That shit don't fly with me. Like, because no, it just don't fly with me. It don't fly with me at all. And it's just like I said, like yeah, my bad. I'm on stuff. Y'all have to like pay attention. Like that's not how like a victim acts. Like a victim doesn't not is not trying to sell their story, get money off their story, get clout. Like a victim is trying to go to the freaking police or try to get that person locked up. Like or they focus on trying to get their life back together after the incident. Like they're not, just y'all just on live just having like it's just too much. Like it's just and I just feel like they using they using like emotional manipulation to get people to just, oh yeah, these are victims. TIandTiny is, oh my God, they canceled them. They're garbage. They're like, what I'm saying? It's just like, come on, like, can charges be brought up first? Can we see some evidence? Can we, look at police reports, rape kits, something of that nature? Can we see something and not just, ooh, excuse me, not just DM text messages, and then like I even showed y'all before, text messages can be fake. Like I showed y'all this, and my R. Kelly video. I showed y'all how I don't now Messenger is something different. Like it's like y'all showing messages between you and TIandTiny. It's just like no, it's just messages between them and Sabrina. Like it's come on, like it's just. But like I said, text messages, text, not I don't know about I don't know how advanced spy technology or whatever, because I don't know why they got fake texts and apps. But I don't I don't know if they could do Messenger or like Twitter Messenger or DM or something like that. I don't know about the Facebook message. I don't know, but I know for sure text messages. I can take your phone number right now, put it at the top, put your phone number, put your name, and text a whole conversation between me and you and show it like we had a conversation. They have those apps out there, and I showed y'all that. So it just, y'all just have to be real mindful and careful. Y'all just have to put y'all thinking caps on, like, and it's crazy because I'm emotional on top of emotional, but I know how to step out of my like I can't. You gotta sometimes you gotta think more common sense, logical. Like okay, like why now? Like what the timing is really off, and then the way she tagged the mayor in her post, Sabrina, like the timing is just why now? Like he put a gun to your head how many years ago? It's just like y'all don't. I mean, it's just come on. Like I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I might have ruffled a few feathers and all that. But like I said, like listen, y'all gotta use your common sense. Y'all gotta stop condemning people because when it's you, like they people, yeah. And this is why I'm afraid that it's just starting with celebrities. Like I was in the comments one time on the video, like I wasn't really. But I just seen the comment one time where a lady, she was saying that she was defending R. Kelly because they tried to do that to her. It wasn't like a sexual thing, but they tried to lie on her in the army or something like that. They got her kicked out. She got kicked out the army because a couple people or a group of people was saying this specific thing about her or whatever, and they got her discharged. Like, that's, celebrities, military. Who's next? Like, I feel like we're next. Like, once if they could get y'all all hyped up like this, get y'all not thinking logical, thinking, have y'all thinking emotionally and all that. This it could be trickled down to us real quick. And I just feel like, American people need to wake up, because not, like I said, it's not just about black people. Like, like I said, I'm gonna look into it, but the white people probably done looked into that Robin Williams stuff, but I don't know. I just feel like it's we just need to pay attention, use discernment, okay? Do not just take everything as, and it's not about being a fan or anything like that. Um, bro kind of threw me off with that in the chat last night, and I'm like, whoa, bro, no, it's not even that. It's not even. I'm not even a fan of Ti like that. Like, if he would have said R. Kelly, then I would, okay, maybe. But, or like, but I'm Ti and Bill Cosby. I'm not even like, but it's just, Bill Cosby has done a lot of things. He has had black. I'm gonna put the link below because it's gonna be a 2-hour video, I think, that he explained it. But a lot of positive, images, different strokes. I mean, different world, different strokes, different world. Cosby Show, Little Bill, like, he's had positive images of black families on TV. So what do you think he was gonna do when he bought that network? Like, come on now. So it's just like, listen, I really want y'all to pay attention and, you know, keep your eyes open, and I'll see y'all later.